Hey baddies, welcome to Auntie Amy's Trashy Tarot. I hope all of you are doing well. Welcome into your auntie's house. It's so wonderful to have you. If this is your first time to my channel, hi, hello. I hope you will stick around. I'd love to have you become a member of our community here. I want to make a special shout out to all my subscribers and members. It's lovely to connect with your energy, and I deeply appreciate your time and your resources, your donations and your gifts. I just deeply appreciate those, and I want to say thank you. A very special shout out to some subscribers, members, and fellow humans who have sent me some wonderful gifts from my Amazon wish list. You will be able to see some of those in this video, several cards, this skull right here as well. So I will have an unboxing coming up probably this weekend, April 5th or 6th. I'll probably have that up. And so I appreciate all of you who sent me some cards and donations and so many wonderful and beautiful things. So shout out Emma72, Marina in the Woods, and initials AM. I think that was your real name. I don't like to use people's real names. I'm always like, when people donate on the Cash App and stuff like that, or PayPal, I'm nervous about using their names because I don't want people to feel uncomfortable. So I never know what to do about that. So if you have given me like a donation on those, here's a big thank you to you. I see you and I appreciate you so much. I just never know if I should even give initials, because some people are very, they want to be private. So I just want to say thank you so much. I deeply appreciate all of you. And as you see before you, there are 3 cards. These are going to be your psychic linking objects for this pick a card. And it's entitled, Help, It's April. Your April predictions, advice for April. I do think April is going to be a lot lighter than March. Okay. I'll tell you a little story. We'll have a little chit chat. Okay. I do a monthly ritual for my house, like clearing out the energy of my house every month. And let me tell you, the March one was no joke. Okay, tons of heavy lifting of the density of March. March was incredibly dense. Okay, thick. It was a thick girl. Okay, so April is not going to be like that. The first part, we're eclipse energy for 6 months. Okay, but it's going to start to feel different. And then as we get towards the middle, it will start lightening up. Okay, so we're going to get out of that Venus retrograde. We're going to change signs on some stuff. Mercury retrograde's ending. We're going to lighten up energy. So April should be overall lighter and somewhat better. However, I am not fooling you when I say that the energy is crackling. It's not just hot, it's popping. Okay, so I still feel that it is unpredictable in so many ways. So just be aware of that. This energy is not like it was 6 months ago. It is volatile. Okay. And I mean that personally and on the world stage. Okay. You're seeing volatility rise up in the collective. And now that we have information, this first 2025, 2024, even these first few months of 2025, I feel like we're already in 2026. 2025 has been so long. The first 3 months, whatever, have been so long. I feel like we're in 2026 already. Okay. So, and I know some of you guys feel that way too. But I think for a couple of years, we've been in the retrieving information, retrieving truth being shown, painful truth in our personal lives and on a collective level, right? And so now we've received the horrible information, not all of it, but enough of it. And we are now starting to see, well, we have to do something. We have to say something. And that's what's happening. We're seeing the transition into workflow. action, those kind of things. So we'll start to see more action Jackson kind of movement. Like we'll start to see people, and in your life as well, you'll start to move. You'll start to want to move. You'll start to want to make moves. Okay. And you may start to have these kind of feelings towards the end of April, maybe before, but because we've been so stagnant, really, and I don't mean stagnant in a bad way, but we've definitely been slowed down. A lot of us, when we feel that energy to go, it's going to feel really intense. So that's my little chitty chat about April. I just think we all need to be super careful and super aware when we're out in public. I do think there could be some issues in publicness. I'm trying to be careful here. I don't want anyone to be alarmed. I just want people to be aware. Okay. Be sure you take care of yourself and your family. Okay. Listen to your intuition. If your gut says, you need to go to the store late at night and your gut says, don't go. Do not go. Okay. This is the time where your gut feeling is your flow. Okay. And just follow it. Follow your gut. As long as it's legal and all those good things. But follow your gut. I feel like that's going to become the anthem for a while. All right. Okay. So I will insert that little video so you guys can see each of these cards more up close so you can get a better vibe of each group. And I will see you beautiful, magical baddies on the other side. Bye, guys. Hey Group 1, all of you that selected protection, salt, this is going to be your reading all about help. It's April. Your April predictions. This is going to be your advice for April. All right, so we have quite a bit of a pre-shuffle here. And I'll pull more cards as I need to for clarity and we'll get into it. All right, so the first card we have is Pine Tree. I hope you guys can hear me. I'm using my lapel mic, so if it sounds different than it usually does. Pine Tree, visibility, longevity, perseverance. My tongue didn't want to work. Okay. All right, so we have protection and longevity here. Beautiful pine tree. Pine cones here. Vitality. Okay. We have seize the day and this beautiful phoenix here. We will save those. Let's save the money. Let's see what this one says. I embrace risk and uncertainty, and I use them as fuel to propel me towards success. Okay. We have feeding crows, transformation. We have the Morgan, sovereignty. Rise of the inner warrior, solidarity. We have health. Some situations that need resolution will be resolved and healed. Beautiful. Okay, we have the Five of Daggers. We have the Six of Daggers. Yes, I shuffled the deck. The Terror of Crystals. The Three of Cups. Just move on down. Move on down the road. We have the Nine of Cups. And we have the Four of Daggers. Okay. So what I'm feeling here is this is around an ambition, a desire. Okay, that's what the Tarot of Crystals is about. And you have this energy with seize the day, transformation, sovereignty. There's this energy of accomplishment, okay? I feel like you guys have probably been working so hard, you're either burned out or it's been affecting your health or your mental health. And I feel like you have taken some risks. They haven't turned out well for you all the time. Like, you know, it's not like you haven't done the work. You have, okay? But it feels like there's some drive returning. There's some creativity returning, even joy with the Three of Cups here. I'm hearing that a Dolly Parton, I pour myself a cup of ambition. That's what I feel like is happening here. You may have lost sight of what it is you're working for or were working towards, or that has changed in some way, probably because of this Five of Daggers. I feel like there's probably been a refocusing here. There's probably been it may have to do with your health. Like there's been some kind of refocusing. This could be going on in April where you're just becoming more aware of the heavy toll things have taken on you physically, possibly your ambition or other people's ambitions or dreams. And this perspective of how much it's cost you or even your family's health or your children's health, I feel like there is this need for you to kind of like recover. In April with this Four of Daggers here, like this need to kind of like take care of you, to heal. For some of you to return to kind of center after several months to even like a year, 18 months of true hardship. And the energies have been so heavy. It's been hard just to kind of like return to center. And it's with this rest and recovery that we're able to refocus this kind of like bringing your house into order, bringing your vessel into order, bringing your mental space into order. It feels like that's happening in April. We're able to get more a hold on our, emotions may have been very weird the last few months. We've had a lot of powerful retrogrades. There's been a lot of deep internal work that's been going on. So you may have been in deep reflection, and now you're getting this energy of action, of doing something, right? And there's new desire, there's new ambition, there's new goals, there's new things you may want in your relationships. I'm checking my mic. Okay. But here's the thing. It's important that you recover. It's important that you make moves from a point of strength and not from a point of like, I've done the work and I want to do the action right now. It's not frantic. It's purposeful. It's meaningful. Okay. So I feel like group one, a lot of April is going to be about, coming back to center, regrouping, like nourishing yourself, resting. For some of us in the Western Hemisphere, we're experiencing like spring coming back and things like that. Well, some of us are, it's winter still, but the changing of the seasons, appreciate that, the world is continuing to spin despite what is going on in the world. And, it's okay to feel revitalized as a world, as nature continues to turn her wheel. I do feel this energy of moving forward, okay, with the Six of Daggers. I feel there will be this energy of like, you know, with seize the day, it feels like a happier energy of like, okay, I can go forward. I can accomplish this. I can face this with my cup of ambition. And you may not have had this feeling in a while, and that is perfectly normal and valid, okay? So it's a returning of vitality. It's a returning of focus. It's a returning of hope. A lot of people have lost hope, okay? And they were losing it in 2024, and it just nailed it home. And for those of us who are able to have hope and dream, we need to, okay? Even if it's just an itty bitty small amount, we need to do that. And I feel like for you, it's actually quite big. It takes bravery to dream in times like these. And I feel this energy of moving on, although imperfectly, you know, it's not going to be a perfect situation of moving on. You're still going to have issues. Your issues just don't all fall away. But we have learned how to cope with some of those issues. Some of those issues, as I always say, is going to be boundaries. Some of those issues are going to be boundaries with ourself. Okay. Sometimes we don't need to give until we're exhausted. That's not good for us. Sometimes we don't need to give everything we have to everyone. That's part of the learning here. It's important for you to come into balance, get into flow as much as possible, and give as you can to others while still having a lot for yourself, because there's a lot of recovery needed here. There is a lot of healing from this 5 of daggers, because I feel like there's been a lot of conflict. You've gone through a lot of conflict and pain. There's been a ton of uncertainty. I feel like some of you guys have had some serious health problems, be them whatever form of health problem that may be. And you've probably felt really isolated and alone. And you've kind of had to go through this kind of training process of becoming sovereign, turning loneliness into sovereignty. Hey, that is a major move, alchemically speaking. That's major transformation. It also makes you a very powerful person to know. And it makes these energies of ambition very strong. And part of the lesson is learning how to balance that. Because such strong drive can absolutely lead you to burnout yet again. I want you to remember, because this card talks about perseverance, and I want you to remember that perseverance doesn't mean self-neglect. Perseverance doesn't mean we go until we're in pain, or we hurt ourselves, or we hurt someone else, okay? That's not what perseverance is about. Perseverance is you keep going. You know, you just don't give up. You're tenacious, okay? It's not about, you know, hurting yourself or putting yourself last, okay? That's something else. So there's a strong energy of being able to persevere here through some very dark energies, okay? Transforming. And you have this energy of the Morgan around you. You may work with the Morgan. Okay, tell me more. I'm going to get a couple more of these cards here. Okay. We have, I am a force to be reckoned with. Unstoppable in my pursuit of success. Perseverance. We were just talking about that. You have this. You have the perseverance. You have the energy, and you have the ability to do what you set out to do, to accomplish it, to be successful. Know that, okay? But you don't have to punish yourself. You don't have to put yourself down. You don't have to put yourself last, okay? We're not doing that anymore to succeed. We're going to love ourselves into success, okay? We're going to keep things in balance. This thing about like having to completely drain ourselves of all our life force to create success, that's over. Okay, it's a new age. We have, I create my own damn path and inspire others to follow in my footsteps. That's what you're doing. You're paving your own way. And it's going to look different from other people. It's supposed to. All our paths are not supposed to look alike. They are individual. We are learning individually about many different things. And at the very microscopic layers of very strange emotions, we're all learning about very, micro emotions and things like that. So there's very intricate layers of healing going on with you. I think the Five of Daggers is really kind of the story with the Three of Cups. I think you've had a hard time with people. I think people have been quite awful to you. I think when you compete or people see you as competition, whether you're competing actively or not, I feel like people think you're competition, or when you are actively competing, there is so much negative energy that comes your way. There's instant jealousy. Like people get jealous, and it may be because you're super attractive or you're really good at what you do. Like when you do something, you know it, you study it, you're just the boss about it. You're a baddie. And you have it and even if in other areas of your life, you may be a complete mess, in this one area, you got it going on. Okay. And that's not me putting you down, because I understand this. All right. We all have our, imperfections. Okay. But it may cause some jealousy. Also, some of you guys put off an image of like people think you're perfect. Okay, you think you're perfect, and you don't. It's just this image people have of you. I tell people this all the time when I'm doing these things, is that people have their own mythologies of you in their head. And it's weird. It's a weird thing. You're just doing the best you can with what you got, and some of you got more than others, and that's all. Okay, that's all, so let's pull some more cards here. I think the energies are going to lighten up to a degree, like I said in the opening. I just think you've been working through some betrayal in general, betrayal, like people betraying you, people talking about you. And I feel, oops, I just dropped a whole bunch. That's okay. We don't need those. Okay. And I think for you, it's probably hard for you to make friends. It's probably hard for you to connect because you don't trust people. And I feel like this may have stalled you out somewhat. But I feel the recovery here with the Four of Daggers. And a renewal of your vitality, okay? And this energy of seize the day coming in, seizing the day. And a return to this focus of an ambition, of a dream, returning of vitality. Okay, we have energy vampire, excessively demanding your attention and emotional support. Watch out for this person in April. Whoever is demanding your attention and excessively demanding your attention, especially if you are taking downtime to take care of yourself and you tell people that you're taking care of yourself, you're doing yourself for a weekend or whatever, and someone won't honor you and leave you alone. I don't care if it's your mother. Okay, especially if it's your mother. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't leave your kid alone, your adult child alone for a weekend so they can heal themselves. What's wrong with you? So question anyone who can't give you this kind of space. Okay. They're free to question you after, but if you're taking this kind of space, like a weekend to yourself, you need it. Your brain, your mental, your emotional, your physical, your spiritual needs to decompress. And if people can't understand that, then that's another conversation. We have, they mock you when they feel jealous towards you. There's the jealousy. Okay. I feel like, this could be at your work. You may have some people talking on you at work. See this clown face here? That's probably a clue as to who's talking about you. They may wear a lot of makeup or different kinds of makeup, or there's something about makeup here, or they don't wear any and everybody at your work wears it, or there's something that stands out about their makeup or their look, or there may be something about the way you look. There's something about that is causing the chitty chat. Okay, we're going to get one more of these. We have Mars retrograde, impulsive rage of anger, hostile major blowouts, fights, violence. Okay, so I think in April, I think you need to be aware that although you're in a different space, you may be in a lighter space, you may be in this healing space, this health space, this moving on. I feel like especially with this renewed ambition, this renewed focus on your career and money and getting your bag or starting a business, I feel like there will be people, if you talk too much about what you're doing, there will be people who openly will talk trash on that. Okay? Don't let people hate on your dream or the things you want to do. And listen, if you want to reveal who your true friends are, let them hate on your dream, okay? But it's not a good vibe right now. So keep your plans to yourself as much as possible. It's nobody's business. Keep your plans about your money, about your career. Keep your plans about your marriage. Keep your plans about your kids to yourself. And I say this because I think a lot of you guys are processing things in April. Like all this very deep thinking. I feel heavy Pisces here. Like deep thinking, just really going deep into relationships and emotions and thinking about like Libra energy, Taurus energy here, Aries energy, Capricorn energy here. I feel some Gemini, like just really, Aquarius, just really thinking like, what do I think of this relationship? This is how this person treats me. I don't know if I want to be here. I don't know what I want to do. This is not really the time to get into deep arguments with people, okay? Because things are going to come out that may not be that important in 2 months, okay? Or 2 weeks. 2 weeks, 2 months, okay? So remember that, because we still have this retrograde energy and the eclipse energy is still super strong. So, if someone tries to start something, I would try to keep it small and then wait. Wait till the energy gets a little lighter to have conversations. Wait till you have processed it fully. Okay, don't react. We don't want to react. Okay, we want to act. We want to be proactive, not reactive. Okay, especially in April, because I feel like it could be a very healing month for a lot of people. I also feel like it could be a very, it could still be a volatile month for some people, depending on how they handle the energies. But it will still be lighter than March. No matter how you slice it, it's going to feel lighter than March. It just is. So, all right, group one, that's what I received for you. I hope this was a helpful and insightful reading. If it was, please let me know down in the comments below. I would love to hear from you guys. I really enjoyed doing this reading. I hope you enjoyed it too. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please do. I'd love to have you as a member of my tribe. If you'd like to see more readings like this one, give me a thumbs up. And I will see you beautiful, magical baddies on the other side. Bye, guys. Hey group 2, all of you that selected Chili Pepper, Ferocity, this is going to be your reading all about help. It's April, your April predictions, your advice for April. All right, so keep in mind this is a general reading, so just take what resonates and leave the rest behind. So let's see what cards came out for you. We have Hearth, safety, comfort, spiritual connection. All right. We have the Hanging Bones, seeing the signs. We'll move her right there. We have Dance, freedom. We have the Flames, transformation. Let's save those. Those are your tarot. Let's see. We have I am a fucking champion who bounces back from setbacks, stronger and more determined than ever. Ooh, that's beautiful. You got some determination there. This card. Safety, comfort, spiritual connection. Interesting. There's a lot of transformation energy going around in this reading. We have Secret. Oh, feels like there's another card here, but there's not. You got Secret. Okay, let's look at the money cards. We have Growth. Expect good money flow. A raise or a new job offer. Okay. And we have Transporter. This card is a good indicator that things will start moving for you rather quickly. Okay, that's really good around your money. So let's see. I'm not taking any reversals in these tarot. We have the Massacre of Bones. We have the Nine of Crystals. We have the Terror of Bones. The Terror of Cups. And the Lovers. Let's move them down a little bit. Let's see. Maybe move these up so you can see a little better. Okay. Well, there's a lot of passion in this deck. This group. Okay. I just want to say you got the Lovers card. Okay. And it can be about truly knowing yourself. But I feel like there is an energy of love about this reading, okay? And there's a transformation of self-love here, you know, as I say that, love in general, of freeing yourself, of like self-defeating behavior. This Massacre of Bones, she doesn't take any prisoners here. Like, she's a pretty tough cookie. And I feel like when it comes to relationships, you want what you want, period. Okay? You need what you need, period. There's almost this energy of, I'm not going to accept less than what I deserve. It's very Empress-like, although this isn't the Empress card, okay? Now, I feel like there has been a lot of work. There's been a lot of sowing seeds. And we have a little secret over here, and it feels like for some of you, this secret is going to come forward in April, okay? And we have this strong figure of the Massacre of Bones. I feel like this could be you, okay, your energy or someone close to you, but I feel like it's and it's not gender, it's energy, okay? This feels like somebody who has done the work, okay? And there's this fierceness that's risen in this person, and there's a tremendous amount of growth. You've had to get up and start over quite a few times, okay? You've had to transform who you are. You've had to give yourself your own sense of home. You've had to become your own loving family. You've had to become your own love, your own person to a degree. You may be in a relationship that is, it may even be your person, but it has seemed like it's been off or something. And you may have thought the other person was off, but it was actually you, because you've done some deep emotional healing. And now you can say, oh, it was me. Oh, they must really love me, kind of thing. It's like this excitement re-enters your life. It's like, it's not just excitement, it's heartfelt. It's energetic. It's this energy of, I'm excited to be excited, you know. I'm like loving this energy for you. And there's just this thrill about it. Almost as if someone's got a secret, and it's a fun secret. It's not like the secrets before. I can hear y'all saying, oh, Auntie Amy, what the fuck is this secret? Well, we're going to find out. Okay. We're going to find out. And let's see. I'm going to pull from this deck right here. Sorry if I'm messing with the microphone. I can't do two things at one time anymore. All right. So let's clarify. I want to clarify some of this energy. I think there is someone, whether you're single or whether you're with somebody, like this may be your person, it could be someone else, especially if you're not happy, okay? But there's someone who is very fond of you in your energy, all right? And you are transforming before their eyes. And it's making them very excited. It's making them very, it's almost like they see you in a new way. The Four of Cups, the Five of Cups. I have shuffled this deck. So we have the Four of Cups and the Five of Cups here. Tell me more. I just get this energy of like watching you recover and go through hardships. Watching you feel like this was hard for people. This is hard for this person to watch. Like this has been difficult for them to watch. Sorry if I touched the mic. Like this person is like got their throat. They're like got their hand around their throat. I feel like for some of you, these are things that you haven't been able to speak of. Or these are things that left this person speechless, okay? There's been difficulty here. And what it has done is, if you don't know this person very well or don't know this person, it's made them more excited about like who you are, like how impressive you are. And for your person, I feel like if this is somebody you're with, I feel like they know that you are the massacre of bones. Like you are it. Like they can't believe what you've been through. And it just feels like, it's like there's a surprise here. Tell me about the surprise. Okay, we have the Eight of Cups in reverse. All of these are in reverse. So we have the Eight of Cups here. We have the Six of Cups and the Seven of Cups. I shuffled these cards. It's so crazy how they're coming out like this. It's like you are on track. You are on track. It feels like there's a lot of emotional investment in this. This person wants to help you heal. I feel like this person has a lot of emotion for you. The Nightmare of Bones. I feel like this person carries like a huge torch for you. They're very passionate about you. And I feel like the secret is very healing. And I think with the Seven of Cups and the Eight of Cups and the Four of Cups, I feel like you're going to be surprised. This is going to surprise you, okay? It's an emotional thing. You're going to be emotionally happy and surprised by it, okay? It may have you gagged. You may just be like, how did you do this? All right? This could be part of a wish fulfillment for you, okay? This could be a new person coming in that you don't really know that much about. I don't know how a new person would know about your life unless you post it online, or they're a friend of a friend, or they're an indirect friend. Take it as you will. This could be your person seeing you in a different light as well. And they have a secret. They have a secret. It's not a bad secret. It's something that is it's almost like they don't want me to tell you what it is, but it's something that is going to make you really happy emotionally. It may be a little overwhelming for you, but it's definitely going to make you feel like you have some, like a wish fulfillment. Like you've sowed seeds and they're now starting to reap a harvest for you. And I feel like there are signs of this coming. Okay. Now, I feel like it's still going to be a surprise, because in retrospect, you're going to be like, oh, those were the signs. Because you're not really paying attention to this. And this person, because of everything you've been through and what they've seen, they want to surprise you. Like they want to give you something very sweet. Now, I see this like for a lot of you, like towards the end of April, maybe going into May, some of you earlier, it just depends. The energy is very impractical right now. It's just very, like the energy is very difficult to get like a read on exactly when, and the energies are very chaotic. It's still very chaotic. So, use your own discernment, okay? For some of you, I'm getting like your mom could be planning something for you, okay? And it could be she's watched you mature. She's proud of you. Perhaps you're graduating from college or something like that, and there's a secret surprise you're going to get. I'm pulling on many different things now, okay? Because you're fierce. The Massacre of Bones is a baddie, okay? Make no mistake. Our Massacre of Bones is a baddie, all right? And you're going to get something beautiful, it looks like, coming towards you. Let's get a couple more cards here. So, you've had to accomplish a lot. You've had to overcome a lot of obstacles. I need you just to like take a moment, take stock, and realize how far you've come. That really has been a message that's been coming through the last couple of months, because we're transitioning into different energy. It's a new age, and it's time to kind of like recognize and move forward. And I feel like that's what's happening here. It's a new age, especially with love here. It's a new age. It's not an age of you not getting what you need. There's growth here. There's growth in your money, career sector. There's growth in your personal relationships. Often they mirror each other. Okay, I think these two. We have, when I am in a tough situation, I won't say, why me? Instead, I say, try me. You're sassy. You sassy little thing. Try me. Okay, we have, I am stubborn as shit. I'm a stubborn as shit badass who never gives up no matter how tough the going gets. And there is someone who sees you, who sees that and thinks it's remarkable. And I feel like they think you don't get told that enough. Like how remarkable you are. You are remarkable. Okay? And there are people who appreciate your badassness. Okay? And how hard it is to maintain this level of badassery without any kind of real support. It takes a lot to kind of maintain that level of commitment, right? People don't understand when you start rising, when you start overcoming obstacles, there's a freedom with it. There's always a responsibility too. You know, when we start making things look easy, sometimes it can make other people feel like, well, if I can't accomplish it, then it means I'm less than. The truth is, they don't realize how long it took you to accomplish what you did, how many times you tried and failed. Those are the things that people don't see. It's like on the internet, when you watch videos of people, you don't realize how many times, like that wake up video, you don't realize how many times they shot that wake up part. That wake up part, they probably shot that wake up part, probably the opening where they're asleep in bed. They probably shot that probably 20 times before they got it right. It takes a lot sometimes to get things right. So, you know, people don't realize how long it took you to get where you are. And you may be saying, Amy, I don't feel like I'm really anywhere. You're further than other people are. That's factual facts, okay? And it's time for us to start being grateful, a little bit grateful for that. And I know it's hard because you're like, I don't have much to be grateful for. Well, I understand that. I do, believe me. I've been in places where I didn't have much, you know, and I don't have a bunch of family, you know, but I got me. I got you right now. And that's where I'm focused. You got to bring your focus back to what's important, back to the task at hand. You got to stop focusing on what other people are doing. You got to focus on you. This is your life. This is your time that ticks away every minute of every day. What are you going to do with it? Yeah, I know the world's on fire. Besides that, you cut them off and they're still watching. Some of you guys have someone you cut off watching you in April. Okay, tell me more. I feel regret here. Mercury retrogrades. Delays, problems, interruptions with transportation and communication. Yeah, you may have someone who trails in this Mercury retrograde kind of energy. They may try to show up, okay, or maybe they have. All right, tell me more about this. We got two more. We have hate tweets towards you, petty birds, tweet, tweet, tweet. And we have you will witness their karma. Okay, so, you know, if you've had somebody who's tried to come back or an ex or a friend or something who's been hateful, especially to you online, they're about to get their karma. And I got to tell you, there's a whole new group of people about to get their karma. Okay, they've been thinking, listen to your auntie, they've been thinking that they got by with their shit. They didn't get by with nothing. Okay, their time, click, 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 has come up. Okay, their numbers, all right, and the universe is serving them now. Okay, currently they will be served their karma. Now, I don't like the term karma. I think they are learning experiences. They are energetic resets. They are detours to help us grow and get on the right path or for what we want to accomplish. And you may not be in the room when it happens, but energetically you'll know. Okay, you may have someone tell you months down the line that, oh, did you hear this happened? Or blah, 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 this happened. You may hear from them months down the line, but you're going to know. Okay, and for some of you, it will be very validating. And for a few of you, you may hear from them in April. Okay, they may pick up the phone or text you or email you or send you a message through somebody else. Okay, just be prepared for that stuff. And listen, now is not the time to go all retrograde and have conversations with people from your past. It really, in general, it's not. Anything that comes back right now, especially with Venus in retrograde, is not going to last. Okay? If your relationship can survive a Venus retrograde, a Mercury retrograde, all the retrograde energy with Mars was in retrograde, then y'all are pretty good. You got probably a pretty good thing going on. You might want to invest in that some more. Just saying. All right, group 2, that's what I received for you. I really enjoyed doing this reading. I hope you enjoyed it too. If you did, please let me know down in the comments below. I would love to hear from you guys. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. I'd love to have you as a member of my tribe. And if you'd like to see more readings like this one, give me a thumbs up. And I will see you beautiful, magical baddies on the other side. Bye, guys. Hey, group 3, all of you that selected Honey, Ambrosia, this is going to be your reading all about help. It's April. These are your April predictions, your advice for April. So keep in mind, this is a general reading. I'm checking your mic here. Take what resonates and leave the rest behind. Use your own discernment. All right, so let's get into these cards and see what came out. We have leaves, renewal, revival, progress. Let's see, we have I am whole, wholeness. Beautiful. And we have a moonlit dance, feminine energy. Okay, we'll save the money and we'll save the tarot. We have, I am a kick-ass individual who knows my worth and isn't afraid to stand up for myself and others. That's beautiful energy. We have, be who you are. Ooh. Yeah, the sweetness of walking in your authenticity. We have moon water, reset. I love this card. Isn't this a cool card? And we have Lilith, the first feminist, autonomy. You got the Lilith card. Okay. Put her right there. And let's see. We have, oh, here's your money card. We have manifesting. You have all the tools you need to increase your income. Okay. All right. We have the divine. The 8 of crystals. The haunting of crystals. Nightmare of crystals. And the 4 of crystals, okay? All right. Well, I feel like in April, you're owning your feminine energy. It doesn't matter what your vessel is, it's energy. You're owning your feminine energy and walking in your autonomy, okay? There's this energy of just really being okay in your skin, being whole in yourself, okay? Kind of seeing your own magic, seeing what is sweet and precious and wonderful about yourself and your life, getting really connected to the divine within you, the divine feminine within you. And really starting to nurture that. Be who you are. Be who you are. It is the sweetest ambrosia. It is the ambrosia of the gods. You were born to be exactly who you are, not who they tell you to be. You are to be your own authentic vibration in this world, and it's needed, okay? We need you to be your most authentic vibration in the world. Otherwise, look at the world full of inauthentic vibrations, although changing every day to be more authentic. And that's why we have so many things going on right now. But the inauthentic vibrations have created such a catastrophe. And that's why it's so important for people to be who they are. Be willing to see the truth. And it's hard. It's hard to know who to trust. It's hard to know. Listen, you are meant to enjoy your life. And I know that sounds crazy, okay? And for a lot of you, your life has not been, I'm going to wrestle around in my chair a minute. Your life has not been it hasn't been a supportive place. It hasn't been very enjoyable. There's been a ton of hardship. And the idea of leaning into this new energy you may find yourself in, especially in April, of your feminine energy, may be a scary thing, because survival may have taken you to leaning heavily in your masculine energy. And it's like Spirit is saying, it's time for you to be in your powerful, divine feminine energy. And it's a struggle. That's okay. Because a lot of people see divine feminine energy as weak. That somehow it's weak. When divine feminine energy literally brings life into the world. Have you ever seen labor? Ever been through labor? Birth? Birth is one of the most dangerous things a human being can do. I mean, I know we have doctors and everything, but let me tell you something. As somebody who has done it and had horrific time doing it, I can tell you, even with modern medicine, it is still dangerous. That's power. You know, we face fear, and we go and do these things like have babies, you know, in the face of that. When people are sick, a lot of times they turn to the feminine energies. And like I said, it's energy, not gender. There's a lot of things that feminine energy does that is very powerful. But it's been overlooked. Feminine energy, they're warriors. They're creators. They're strong. There's a lot of strength there with feminine energy. Feminine energy in her balance is strength. But also will have no problem telling someone no if they step on their boundaries, because they know who they are. They know exactly who they are. And they never feel less than, because they know they're connected to the divine. And I feel like, group 3, you're moving into the space where it's like, I know who I am. I deserve nice things. Let's say it together. Instead of all of this, and I know the world is crazy and poverty is being spoken over this generation. Again and again and again. And I know it is all you see. I know it's being reinforced. But let's not do that. Let's say things like, I deserve nice things. I should be a millionaire. I am a millionaire. The universe is providing that for me. I get paid to exist. My existence pays for itself. No one on this planet should be in poverty. No one should be homeless or without a home. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to offend. I'm Gen X, and sometimes we don't think, so I apologize. I'm not blaming it on me being Gen X. I'm just saying. So I'm sorry, I didn't mean to offend anyone. But without a home, a person without a home. No one should be in that situation. There's too many resources on the planet. There's too much food available. There's too much housing available. Nature has given us so many resources. There's more than enough. And there's more than enough for you to have the things that you need and want. And it doesn't make you materialistic. It makes you a human being. Don't feel guilty for wanting. Some of us on the spiritual path, you know, we feel bad for wanting things, and you need to not do that. Okay? Because that is old programming. Making you feel bad for wanting things. No. You're here to have a nice existence, to experience things. I'm not talking about, you know, having 12 private jets and shit like that. I'm not talking about that shit, okay? But I'm talking about, you know, not not having to live in a car, being able to have nice things. You should be able to have a home, a place to live, food on the table and things like that. These are human rights. And we have to all be able to say that every human being deserves to have a place to lay their head at night because they're a human being. This will raise just the whole frequency of the human collective. If we can just say that one thing and agree and make it happen. And we can. It's totally doable. It's totally doable. And group 3, just you saying these things to yourself helps raise the bar because your consciousness is very expanded with this divine energy. You have to start saying to yourself, they're preaching sickness, they're preaching poverty, they're preaching all kinds of shit. Be afraid, be afraid, be afraid, boom, boom, boom. And it's time for people to stand up and say no. You're not gonna say those words over me. You're not gonna speak those words into my life. Because speech is important. How people speak over you and speak to you and speak into your life is important. And you deserve to have nice things. You deserve to have a home that's paid for. You deserve to have your car paid for. You deserve to have a place of employment that you either created or you like or is passive or whatever you want. You deserve to have that. You deserve to be able to send your children to college. You deserve to be able to have a vacation. You deserve to be able to share your wealth with other people and build businesses and build things to help uplift other people. We can uplift each other. Group 3. Group 3, you need to take command of your throat chakra and start speaking into your life the things that you want. Take authority, okay? And do not tell anyone you're doing this, okay? And when someone speaks negativity over you, into your life, over your plans, blah, 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 you don't accept that. You say no. I've literally told somebody in the middle of speaking negativity to me, I've been like, no, we're not doing that. I'm not doing that. Do not speak that to me. I reject that. I rebuke that. No, you're not going to talk to me that way. And people, sometimes they don't like it, but I don't care. You're not going to speak that to me in my life as it is now. You don't have the right to do that. And I want you to really think about that. Because you're powerful, group 3. And there's some honey coming towards you. There's some good things. There's a reset of your life. You get me? New energy. New vitality. Manifestations coming through. Sovereignty. Liberation. Freedom. You connecting deeply with divine source. You being okay with experiencing beautiful things in life, having the things that you need. Listen, when you grow up having a poverty mindset or living in poverty and not having things, you grow up thinking that you don't deserve things. Even if you don't grow up that way and you go through a time in your life where you're not able to feed yourself or buy clothes for yourself or whatever, you begin to feel like you deserve that's the life you deserve. And it's very, very hard to get out of there, okay? It's very hard to escape this. It's not easy, but it's doable, okay? And I'm with you. Rising out of this is possible. But you got to be authentically yourself to do it. You got to break away from the system that has been controlling you and keeping you in this place of lack. Okay? Lack is a powerful thing here. Lack reinforces the smallness, reinforces the not important, you're not important, you don't matter, blah, blah, blah. And it creates this place where a lot of things can be put on you, like fear, pain, illness. So the whole point is to empower you, build you up, so you can break away from that system. That means to disempower you on a daily basis. Once you can break free from that thinking, from that lack that keeps you in the machine, you can see so much about yourself. You are sovereign because you are alive. There's nothing you have to do. And human beings have to agree that there are some things we all need. And if we can just agree on that baseline, we're going to raise everyone up. And our consciousness is going to expand because we have empathy. We have compassion. We have nurturing for others. And I feel like for you, this is part of what is boiling. This is part of what's cooking and brewing for you. Because I feel like you guys have the capacity to help other people. And it may be part of your mission here. It may be part of what you're called to do is to help other people. But I need you to connect with the idea of you liberating yourself, you manifesting good things for yourself can actually help other people. You lifting yourself up out of the lack helps other people in your family, other people around you who see you do it can feel inspired. And you don't do it to inspire people. You do it because you want out of there too. And you're willing to do what it takes to get yourself out of there, legally and all that stuff. And it can take time. It can take a total mind switch. But the cards here say you have everything you need to have the business, to make the money, to go to college, whatever it is you're wanting to do or you have done. Perhaps you're scared to put yourself out there. Don't be afraid. Now, we're rolling into the time. We're not quite there yet, okay? But we're rolling into the time where it's going to be action, 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 action. And you're just going to be called to move and know it's yours. And know it's yours. But if you're in a place of lack, it's going to be hard for you to know that thing that you're going for is yours. So you got to work through this. You got to get really clear with what you want. You got to get really clear with your gut. You got to get really clear with your manifestations because they change. What we want changes because we change. That's part of being human, is this mysterious levels of growth we go through during this lifetime. You do understand that there are people who do not really grow much during a lifetime. They eat the same food, they do the same things, they go on the same vacation, they work the same jobs, and they're perfectly happy. Now, some people may call them NPCs, okay? I'm not saying they are. But there seems to be some people here who are not really interested in growth. And when you start growing, when you start doing all these amazing things, they will get in your way because you're outside the programming. You're outside of the system. Don't let those people distract you because they're not going to come with you. No matter what you do, they're not going to come with you on that journey. Because they're just not there for whatever reason. Will they get there one day? Maybe. But most of them probably not. And that's okay. We don't have to understand why that is the way it is. The need to understand everything, I feel like, is part of the growth that's coming in for group 3. at a certain level of soul growth, of mastery, if you will, is we surrender the need to understand everything and understand that it is a very changeable universe. It is a very magical universe, and we don't need to understand the ins and outs of everything. We just need to connect with the moment of being and be in the moment. And when we're in the moment and in flow, that is where our greatest insight, experiences, joy, and happiness can be found. And really, that is part of the journey. It's finding where our flow is. Where do we flow with the universe? You know, that place where you're doing the thing you love to do and you're just in there doing it. It can be painting. It can be cooking. It can be playing with your kids. It can be like training dogs. It could be you're a painter or you're a bricklayer. It can be a lot of things. But when you're in that flow, it's like time doesn't exist because you're doing this thing you love and you're experiencing it. And that's what you're here for. And it's almost like you're out of time. And you start to connect with that concept of being, I'm out of time. I feel timeless in this place where I'm doing this thing, and I feel this presence of the other energy. Almost like at times you observe yourself doing these things. Your consciousness is expanding as you connect more and more to that powerful sense of flowing with the universe. You will see your manifestations just magically appear, and they will manifest in ways that you can't deny. And in retrospect, you'll look back and see signs. And it will amaze you how the universe has been working for you the entire time. I feel like in April for group 3, there's just an expansion of consciousness and awareness that really leads you to a place where your manifestations start to really come in. And I feel like they could come in very small ways that are deeply meaningful. And in times like these right now, those small ways that are deeply meaningful really help keep the fire burning, really help keep the fire and the vitality and the passion for what you're doing alive. And right now, that's what's really important. Everything else will come in due time because you have the ambrosia, you have the honey, you have the sweetness. You are going to attract what you need. You're going to attract who you need when you need it. It really is just a matter of timing. But April feels like a reset. It feels like, oops, sorry, I didn't mean to shake you guys. It feels like oops, I keep doing it. I'm sorry. It feels like a resetting of a lot of things for you, like your purpose, goals, dreams, ambitions. And I think your spiritual life is going to become more prevalent. It's going to have a stronger voice because you're going to be more encouraged to be who you are in a louder way, in a way that may seem risky, but also can bring you some of the greatest fulfillment, group 3. All right, group 3, that's what I received for you. I hope this was an insightful and helpful reading. I really enjoyed doing this reading for you. I hope you enjoyed it too. If you did, please let me know down in the comments below. I would love to hear from you guys. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. I love to have you as a member of my tribe. And if you'd like to see more readings like this one, give me a thumbs up, and I will see you beautiful, magical baddies on the other side. Bye, guys.